Happy Labor Day, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. In the last episode, we recruited our latest party member, Nordum the Rogue Modron. And, well, his skills were immediately put to the test, as we had to fight the evil wizard construct in order to get our way out of Mechanus. We also picked up the ever-useful Mechanus cannon spell, because we kind of, witnessed its powers in motion, because it got casted on us. Nameless barely survived. Anyway, so, as we begin this episode, you're probably wondering, Mihari, why do I hear the classy, elegant tunes of the Civic Festal? Well, that's because we're here, you silly. I received a hot tip, in that, well, we need to rent a room here, apparently. The attractive young woman smiles pleasantly. Greetings, sir. She closes her eyes and flips through a large ledger, stopping at what seems to be a random page and opening her eyes once more. Ah, here's your room key. She hands you a small key. The eastmost chamber has been waiting for quite some time for your return. Would you like to rest now, sir? Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, the eastmost chamber.
Done.
We have the key to it now. Apparently, like, were you a sensate in a past life, Nameless? Let's see. Maybe there's some things in here. Maybe that's why I was told to come here. Let's see. I see a small enclosed patio through the glass doors. Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool. There is some stuff to check here. It's locked. Okay, hold on. We can take care of that. But first, let's check these shelves. And, my god! My god, you're kidding, right? Okay, hold on. Let's, Anna, hold on to this. Anna. Everybody pile in. Thank you. Gotta do some inventory management. Anna, hold on to this. Mort, hold on to this. Here, have a friend, Nordum. Let's see. Hold on to these, too. That's our Festal room key, so let's hang on to that. Dak'kon, hang on to this. And then let's just, like, move everything to where it's, like, nicely in place. Like, important objects first, and then, like, anything after. There we go. Clean. Okay. So, there's a fuck ton of spells in here. So let's just take all of them. Which ones do we not know? So let's see. I think I know Pacify. I think I know Friends. Yeah, there's Friends. There's Pacify. I know Shield. Do I know Blindness? I know Blindness. Cool. So, yeah, that's everything, I think. I'll have Grace hold on to these for now. If I could teach any of these to anybody else, like, feel free to let me know. But for the time being, they have a home now. In Grace's backpack, probably. Does she have a backpack? I don't know. Anyway, what's in here? A high-quality stiletto and a bunch of healing items. Nice. And a bunch of charms. Huh. Dark Spine Charm, I don't know what that is, but, ew. Ew. Nope. I hate roaches so much. More than most people.
Failed.
Okay.
Might as well.
Anna, do your thing, please. Anna, do you need some space? Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Thieving tools?
Might as well. Got it.
Nice! Good job,
I must
Anna.
confess that Nordum is perhaps the cutest little rogue Modron I've ever encountered.
Yeah, same. Okay, what's in here? Okay, let's see. Scroll of Fire and Ice and... a D12? First, we learn this. Actually, we learn what it does. A red sphere of fire and a blue sphere of ice shall streak forth, then quickly strike down the target of your choosing. Nice. Oh. So I gotta look before firing this thing. Okay, we can do that. Now, what's this? This heavy dodecahedron, about the size of both of your fists balled together, seems inexplicably familiar to you. The texture is cold and smooth, but whether it's metal or stone you cannot tell. A certain, almost intangible tension runs over the object, as if it were ready to spring into the air at any moment. What'd it do? Examine it closely. Upon closer examination, you realize that each side of the dodecahedron is a plate that can be twisted clockwise or counterclockwise. It appears to be a puzzle box or combination lock, as each of the pentagonal plates has 5 possible positions. The dodecahedron has, oh god, no less than 244,140,625 settings. Christ on water skis! It would take every second of the next 77 odd years to hit all the combinations, but then you might just get lucky and stumble onto the solution in minutes. Sure, why not? As you methodically twist the cold gray facets of the dodecahedron, a strange sensation forms at the base of your skull. Your hands seem to move of their own accord, turning the object and spinning it in facets with mechanical precision. You've done this before. You knew the combinations once, and you also became aware that there is a certain danger within the object, whether it's from simple traps or something less mundane, though you cannot recall. Keep futzing with it. In moments, you have what might be the first 4 sides locked into the proper places. As you begin to twist the 5th side of the dodecahedron, you recall a cutting blade trap would snap out of them and to lash at the meddler's hands, slashing their wrists and severing their fingers. You avoid the trap with the proper number of rotations, certain that you've made progress in the unraveling of the object's secret. Keep fucking with it. After avoiding the dodecahedron's springing blades, you slowly puzzle out the next series of facet positions. As you start to turn the 9th side of the dodecahedron, you suddenly remember a second trap, jets of toxic gas. What all is packed into this thing? Oh my god. Jets of toxic gas that would form a billowing cloud of lethal corrosive vapor around the curious meddler. You circumvent the trap with the correct amount of twists, positive that you've nearly unlocked the dodecahedron. Keep messing with it, Nameless, we're onto something. Oh! You circumvent the dodecahedron's poisonous gas trap and begin your work in the final facet positions. Just as you're unlocking the 12th pentagon into place, you recollect some sorcerous runes hidden from within the dodecahedron that would blast the unwielding holder with bolts of magical lightning. After disarming the trap with the correct number of facet rotations, the dodecahedron clicks and begins to open in your hands. The dodecahedron splits once, twice, and eventually unfolds itself impossibly into a perfectly rectangular tablet the size of a large book. Etched into the surface is a series of bizarre symbols. It looks to be a code or language that you feel should be familiar to you, but it's not. Further examination of the tablet reveals that by twisting the pentagon facets that are now upon the undersides of the tablet, different pages may be displayed across the tablet's surface. You finally realize that the dodecahedron is a tome or journal of some sort. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Nameless, I think we know somebody who can help us out with that. We will be coming back here later, though, because there's still something else that we gotta do here, but apparently we need to pick something up from Vrishka's. So, that's gonna be fun. For the time being, though, we have a linguispicy. Maybe. I mean, Phenom can probably help us with languages, yeah? We have his book, we have something that can, like, get him to, like, you know, actually help us. Up. Nameless, you okay there, buddy? I mean, to be fair, I can't see jack shit in Sigil either. Let's see. Hi, Phenom. Phenom glances your way, frowning. Chosen to graze my home once more, have you? What is it that you wish of me this time? Questions? I would have you know that I am a scholar and a linguist, sir. While I will happily entertain any questions regarding my field of study, language and the like, I can be of no help to you in other matters. Can you translate this? He takes the unfolded dodecahedron in his hands and examines it closely. This language is long dead, known virtually to no one. I believe my father, a linguist like myself, knew this language, and may well have been the only man in Sigil at the time that could understand it. I recognize it from his notes, but I cannot translate it. Do you have the notes still? Phenom shakes his head. They'll be of no use to you if you're looking to translate anything, and a few actual books he had pertaining to that language have disappeared around the time of his murder, I believe. Let's see. Your father was murdered? I'm sorry to hear that. Phenom nods. Strangled he was. He had left to tutor someone, taught in various languages to supplement his research income, and then was discovered dead in a side chamber of the Civic Festival. Oh. I think we know who killed his dad. Nameless. What kind of person were you in a past life? He knew the language, though. Could he teach it? Surely he did and could, were he alive today. My father was said to be a great teacher. Phenom sighs sadly. I have his skill with language, but not his patience for others, sadly. Is he interred at the mortuary?
Updated my journal.
Why, no. His ashes are kept here. He points to a bronze urn sitting atop the cabinet beside a bouquet of purple flowers. Why? A wry smile crosses Phenom's lips. A necroscope, are you? Speak with the dead? He suddenly frowns. I have no wish to speak of these things any longer. You'll have to excuse me, sir. Farewell. Well, he's not wrong about the whole necro thing. I mean, we did pick up that thing from Stale Mary, who, well, we're probably gonna have to give back to the dead nations eventually. Anyway, there is an urn atop this small cabinet, full of ashes and charred bits of bone. Etched into the base of the urn are the words Fin and Andalai, beloved husband, father, and scholar of 100 languages. Use stories bones tell. The ashes seem to stir faintly as if moved by your breath. A faraway voice whispers up from within the urn. Why have I been summoned to these ashes, cold, gray as the heart of a hag? No reason, bye! No, I need you to answer some questions for me. Ask them so that I might return to my most quiet thoughts. Describe to him the writing from the folding and dodecahedron. Ask if he knows language. Yes, I know that tongue. I was a linguist and scholar, you see. I was murdered by a student of mine. Murdered so that I could not teach another the language I taught him, the tongue of the Uyo. It was one of the rarest in the multiverse. I know none who spoke it, save myself and that one damnable murderous student. So you can help me learn this dead language? I could teach you the language, yes. It would please me to do so. In fact, if only to spite the bloody-handed student so long ago. First, tell me what languages you do speak. Learn what we can. As the spirit speaks to you in the lost language of the Uyo, there is a throbbing sensation in your temples as a memory begins to surface. Memories of this language. You recall letters, words, phrases, until, like a spire word blowing away the blanket of a poisonous smog over the great foundry, the language is once more revealed to you in its entirety.
Updated my journal.
There's another memory, though, bubbling to the surface, a darker one. Its presence troubles you somehow, and fills you with unease and unexplained pangs of guilt. Let's allow it to surface.
Updated my journal.
At last you recall Finn Andalay himself. You remember his gentle voice, his kind manner, his schooling you in the ancient language of the Uyo. You also remember your scarred, gnarled hand wrapped around his frail throat, crushing his larynx, and thus ensuing that the secret contents of your journal, hidden and thrice trapped in a dodecahedral puzzle box and pinned in an obscure language of the Uyo, would forever be safe from prying eyes. Oh. Do we confess, or maybe it might give him some peace?
Updated my journal.
The spirit is silent for a time, its heavy ashes rustling softly. Within their urn, it speaks once more, its voice full of sorrow. But why? And why would you come to me once more? Did you forget what you had been taught? No, well, yes, it's difficult to explain, but it must have been a former self of mine that murdered you. Each time I die, I reawaken, as if from a long sleep, but having forgotten everything, who I was or what I've done. I figure it's okay to tell him, 'cause I mean, like, who's he going to tell? He's dead. So, here we go. I think I understand. I sense your regret and would forgive you. May peace be with you, pupil of old, and may you prove kinder in this life than in the one which saw an end to mine. I'll do my best to keep him in check, Finn. No, seriously though, he is a good dude. So, what the fuck do we do with this book then? Let's see. Questions? Never mind, apparently we've just learned all we can, so, I guess Phenom's book will just forever have a home in Anna's backpack, if she has one. So, let's... Oh boy. I get the feeling that we're about to learn some heavy shit. Here we go. So, here we go.
Updated my journal.
The tablet turns out to be a journal of sorts, one kept by some prior incarnation of yourself. It would seem, and not altogether sane one either. There are only a handful of completely coherent sections. Let's thumb through it. What do you want to read about? Read the Whispering Shadows, a female ghost, hiding something within your own... Oh... We're gonna have to go talk to Marta about that, aren't we? Paranoid ranting, cursed tattoos, dreams of Ravel, danger in names, killing in the Festo, probably poor Finn. Murder the one who tried to help you, never mind, different one. Cryptic answer from an unknown source, something about a legacy. Okay. Lots of reading this episode, more than usual it seems. Let's start off with the dreams about Ravel. Why can't I dream? I used the goblet of Den of Sinir to force a waking dream. I saw a hag. She tempted me, threatened me with shadows. I have never seen her, but she came when I dreamt. I must not dream again. I must always be aware. I destroyed the goblet. She says she is someone of power, and that she will have me, will find me. Get away, hag! Stay far away from me! Leave me in peace! I want nothing to do with you. Oh boy. Her voice reeked of evil's talons. Talons like spiders. They burrowed into my gray matter. I need her out of my mind. Out! Out, hag! She was a myth, a fairy tale, who alone challenged the Lady of Pain. How can one fight someone who is a myth? I do not have the weapons. I need the weapons that will kill her, should she find me. I need a strategy so she cannot defeat me when she comes for me. I must devise and think. I shall beat her. Oh boy. This incarnation kind of sounds like a bit of a mess. Oh boy. Okay, so we've read about Ravel. The female ghost is probably about Dayanara. But at the same time, I do want to know about these shadow things that have apparently handed poor Nameless's ass to him before. The whispers are not the shadows moving. They are speaking, plotting, talking to each other. I can understand some of what they say. That's it. Okay. So we know that Nameless can understand the shadows' language, if they speak one to begin with. Let's read about the female ghost, presumably Dayanara. The book tells me things, whispers things. It tells me to avoid the ghost girl, avoid her. I don't know her, and she torments me. Roll credits. But no, not really. Let's see. Fighting something within your own body. Here we fucking go, kids. And so I swallowed it, hoping it'd catch on my bowels. I can make someone remove it when I need to. We're gonna have to go talk to Marta about that, aren't we? We're gonna get some really squeaky gore scene, aren't we? Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Paranoid ranting. Oh boy. I have learned that my life is not my own. I will not allow you to have my life. You will have to pull my life from my broken body if you want it. It's you who will die. If I cannot have it, neither will you. You are responsible for this treason of flesh. You will not live to live my life. Nameless, are you like a husk for disembodied spirits? Is that what happens? Like, every time you die, you just, like, get possessed by somebody new? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I'm a bit worried. Maybe he really is just losing his memories. I don't know. I don't know anything at this point. Read about the accursed tattoos. The accursed tattoos will not leave my skin. I have tried to burn them off my skin. Failed. I try to cloak myself, but I always feel people are reading my flesh, reading me like a book. Whenever they look at me, I want to tear their eyes out, pluck them from their sockets, and crush them beneath my heel. Damn. You're the one who put them in there in the first place, though, dude. Okay, read about the danger of names. Oh, okay. So basically this is the thing that... Okay, so this is the same incarnation that left that message in the tomb. Okay. Let's see. Fear of names, the killing in the Festal, because apparently that and the murder of Finn are two different things, so... I went to the Festal, looking for the path of one of my false self in the halls. So glaring was it, that those I did not know, the false ones, welcomed me into their confidence, treated me like a friend, showed me my room, attended to my needs. I had to restrain myself from launching out against them. That would have been premature. First, I need to protect my identity. I found one who knew the exclusive language of the Uyo. I learned it as I could, and then killed him. Then I went to the sensorium and prepared to end the matter. Soon. So, wait, hold on. So if that's the killing in the festival, then who's the... Probably multiple people, oh god. There is nothing he can do. Memories are gone. He says never to return. He says and lies and tells me this, and what he told me. He says my mind is weakening from every death. Lies! He sat there, betraying my confidence, when with every turn. He says that and that only after 3 more deaths, 3 more lives, I will gain the benefit of keeping my memories, but that I, myself, will die. When I die. Die! How could one be immortal and still die? He could not answer. He was of no use. I butchered him so that no other incarnation will ever benefit from his uselessness. Oh dear, I mean, Nameless seems pretty sane now, but I think at this point the deaths may have been getting to him. Remember when I tried to help you? Cryptic answer from an unknown source. So the ghastly head said, "You have been divided. You are one of many men. One in many men? You bear many names. Each has left their scars on your flesh. Lost one, immortal one, incarnation's end, man of 1,000 deaths, the one doomed to life, restless one of many, one whom life hold prisoner, the bringer of shadows, the wounded one, misery bringer, Yemith." And of course, the nameless one. You are slivered glass that is cracked and the pieces scattered across history. Only one piece is important. Regain that and your life will be yours again. There will be a price. This price will buy you a chance. Without the chance, you are doomed. You have lost that which is never meant to be separated from man. Your mortality has been stripped from you. Lost. It exists, but you must find it before your mind is lost to you as well. Nameless, your voice is gonna be like the death of my vocal cords, dude. Okay. Cryptic answer from an unknown source. So, our mortality is out there. Probably Ravel probably has it. And that either is the sliver of life that we need to find to get our life back together, or it's the memories of another incarnation? I don't really know. Those are my 2 guesses right now, so let's see. Read something about a legacy. A legacy. The note read, forget not to collect your legacy. A small code is scratched beside it. 51AA. A trap, no doubt, set by another one of my many false selves. I'll see it destroyed, I will. Oh no. Is he the one who caused the fire? The fire that fucked up Giannis's office? Okay, a legacy. Yeah, that's all. Holy fuck. Past you was kind of crazy. Is this the same one that, like...
Ah, the sweet smell of sensates and governors.
Didn't know women of power was a thing of yours, Mort. Okay, can I...
All right.
Go in the door. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Giannis, I hate to trouble you, but there's something else I need to pick up for you if it hasn't been burned horribly along with the rest of your belongings. You still haven't been sleeping, dude? Okay, let's see. I guess we need to, like, get on the topic of legacies. I believe you have a legacy for me. 51AA. He looks at you in surprise as you name the legacy. That is extremely old. Are you certain? A shocked look comes upon his face. I hope that wasn't one of the ones that were burned. Like, we already know about the fire. How old is it? Well, Giannis ponders for a moment. Several decades, at least. Can you check and see if the legacy still exists? He nods. Oh yes, of course. It will take a moment. I will wait. Giannis returns, nodding. Yes, fortunately it was unharmed by the fire. All the articles are safe. Could I collect it? I am the beneficiary. Of course, sign here and here on the dotted line. I don't got no name. Well, he don't got no name. Can I sign for him? Oh, I guess he just, like, signed it down or something. There we are. That should be the last of the paperwork. Here are all the items that were in the vault. One looks like a foundry receipt. There was quite an old one, to be sure. Did a deceased have something commissioned by the foundry? I don't really know. Perhaps. I'm beginning to think about just anything, and I'm beginning to think just about anything is possible.
Updated my journal.
Located in the lower ward. Thanks for your directions. What did we leave ourselves? Kaleidoscope gem, a rock, and a receipt. 2 rocks and a piece of paper. A+. Alright, what is this rock? Stone Gullet of Lafal the Gross. Oh boy, that sounds pleasant. Permanent +1 save to poison. Permanent +15 resistance to acid. The gurgling stone gullet of Lafal the Gross is not as well known as most artifacts tend to be. No wars have been waged for it, no betrayals, no epic journeys to the underworld, only a few moralizing sorcerers, a fat man, and his stomach. As the legend goes, Lafal the Gross was said to have been a promising practitioner of the art, a sorcerer's apprentice to one of the last seers of Annah-of-the-shadows. Wait, isn't Essanon that name that we buried for a city? Anyway, despite this, his skill of the art, however, his gluttony was the subject of much ridicule among his peers. During the last great massing of Essanon, Lafal was invited to dine at the center table. But unknown to him, his peers had filled his wine goblet with an elixir of turning flesh to stone, to eat and to teach the rotund student a lesson. Oh boy. Lafal consumed such great amounts of food and drink during the mass, however, that it diluted the potion's effects. Complaining of a stomachache hours after the feast, local healers discovered that Lafal's stomach had turned to stone, yet was still capable of digesting food. Lafal had lived the rest of his days happily eating, though his gullet was a few pounds heavier than before. When he finally died, his stomach was removed, and as an oddity. Since then, it has wandered the plains in search of new stomachs. To use the artifact, one must consume it as if it has the consistency of stale bread. So doing will turn the eater's stomach into a stone gullet. Devouring the stone gullet of Lafal will grant the user the blessing of the stone, and the rock was slight resistance to stomach acid. Fuck it, we're gonna do crazier by having somebody dig around in our intestines later, so boop. That was pretty unceremonious, but alright. Now what's this? Let's see. Kaleidoscope Eye invokes chromatic orb when held. Let's see. It's a special equip. +1 to all saving throws, +1 to save versus spells, +5% resistance to magic. Used only by good creatures. The shimmering jewel is actually a corpse of a radiant spirit from the upper plane of Elysium. When these creatures pass away, they leave their shimmering husks behind. These husks are often mistaken for jewels or semi-precious stones, and their essence is that of harmony and goodness. And they can only be employed by a creature whose heart is filled with good intentions. The kaleidoscope eye can either be wielded in the hand or placed in the empty eye socket. For defense or offense, when held, the user may summon its power to harness an ambient light, twist it, and then turn it against his enemies. When placed in the owner's eye socket, the eye grafts itself to the wearer's skull and helps shield its new owner. Oh. This is your eye. It looks like it's seen better days. I mean, fuck. Well, It doesn't seem like it's doing much. It's got us some memories back, so, here we go. Ugh. Of course, why does it make a squeaky noise? That's gross. Anyway, receipt. Receipt stamped with the symbol of the Godsman. Probably redeemable at the Great Foundry. Okay. What does this thrice blind charm do? It invokes blindness. Okay. Let's see. And I could probably use this. In fact, let's just have Anna hold on to our charms for us. And this... Actually, wait. I can equip with Stiletto. 1 to 4 piercing, 1 to 6 piercing. Nope. We're gonna sell that later, probably. Okay. So, before we go to the Great Foundry, though, there's still somebody who can help us in the Civic Festal, but apparently we're gonna need, something from Vrishka in order to do that. I don't know how this is gonna help, but, I mean, plans work in mysterious ways, that's what I've learned. Vrishka. Oh, she has, oh. Well, fall from grace, or whatever it is you call yourself now. Truly a pleasure to see you here. What do I owe the honor of your visit? Though, I thought you rarely trafficked among our kind anymore. She glances at you for a moment with the same faint sneer. Or is your assignment here almost finished? I do not know what assignment you are referring to, Vrishka, though your presence here brings with it many questions. Last I had heard, you were a standard bearer for the Company of the Vulture. How did you come to Sigil? She replies curtly, firing a quick question like an arrow. By choice, and you? Where will your orders take you next? She suddenly turns to you. You see, little man. Vrishka smiles as if savoring her words. The best temptress is one that can make you buy into the illusion of being both promiscuous yet virtuous at the same time. A prostitute priestess, as it were. Mistress Grace is among the greatest. She turns to fall from grace. Are you not? You would think that a score of thousand years of slavery has left their scars, no? Slavery. Fall from grace speaks with a coldness you have never heard before. The air almost becomes ice as it descends Vrishka with her gaze. That is enough. Very well, though you are the ones who came into my emporium. Can I help you? Yeah, actually, I want to ask, but at the same time, I feel like if I'm gonna ask about that whole slavery thing, I should probably talk to Grace. For the time being, though, I'm looking for exotic items. In front of the store, I think. Here we go. You examine a twisted little imp-like creature sculpted out of pure milk chocolate. It looks delicious, does it not? Imported from the lower plains. These are rare, you know, and quite prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. It's a real quasel, a fiendish familiar, polymorphed into chocolate by powerful sorcery. It's only 199 coppers. Okay. That's some Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory shit, but okay. Apparently we need this at the Civic Festal, though. Why the person we're looking for wants this, though, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about Grace, too, because, whoa, that's heavy. We need to talk to good old Splinter. The private sensoriums. And we're looking for a dude. Let's see. Lots of sensates. 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 Hello? No, it's not there. This person is not there.
All right.
We're not touching that thing again. That's the bad evil stone of misery. But here's our guy. This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment, there is a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth, then swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise, and then furrow again. Hi. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches in his tunic, pulls out a pen of puce? I have no idea what that means. Ball regards it curiously for a moment and then pops it into his mouth. Hi? The man frowns and waves you away, then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever he's put into his mouth. Is that why we need the chocolate demon? I've got some questions? The man smirks and bites his thumb at you. Oh, fuck you too, buddy! Then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell, and with a violent gag, he spits up a large black fly, which begins to buzz around the chamber. Serves you right, you dick! Minosaurian candies be damned, he cries, shaking his fist at the insect, and then he whirls on you. What? What do you know about Raffle Puzzle, Will? He pops a small red candy in his mouth. Do you always caper about molesting purely patient mages when you're in there with your ignorant prattle? Ugh. Babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering. The candy shoots from his mouth on chattering, flying in a high arc to land on the floor with a wet clip. He stares at it sadly. I'm sorry about your candy? It was so tasty, too. He mules and suddenly looks up, snarling. Sorry? As you should be, you piking dung beetle. Mages deserve respect, and bashers like you should know their proper place. He begins to jump up and down. Oh my god, you are a total man-child. No, we're not doing that. That's gross. I care not, you yeasty, beef-witted pignut! His eyes bulge as he jabs a finger at you. Now off with you! Off with you! And do not return without being prepared to show some proper respect. Come bearing tribute, a gift. He suddenly draws close and whispers in the side of his mouth. Candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now be gone. I have a choco demon. Oh! His demeanor changes in an instant. Very kind of you. Very gentlemanly. May I see? Here. He takes it from your hands. Oh, quite rare these are, and most delectable. He bites off a large piece and tucks what's left into his tunic. Will you answer my questions now, you ignorant man-child? He frowns at you, licking the last bit of chocolate off his fingers. Who told you to bother me with inane questions? He stares at you accusingly. Come now, what is it that you wish to bother me with? Or be gone. He fishes a malt ball from his sleeve and eats it. Well, first question, are you gonna share that? But no, really. What do you know about You may have some I was joking about the sharing thing, but no, we'll get you some candy later, Nameless. What do you know of Raffle Puzzle, Will? At the mentions of her name, he swallows the candy he's sucking on with a loud gulp, wincing in pain. What to tell? Why tell at all? Such things, such tales are best left in dusty books and in the attics of old men's minds. Evil, evil. Such a name, and such dark tales swarm about it, like flies on a corpse. Just the same, I need you to tell me. He rolls his eyes, plopping another candy into his mouth. She was a night hag, my boy, who came to Sigil, all evil and cackles she was. Alive with her shadow magic, ready to butt heads with the Lady of Pain. Barmy old hag, only succeeding in getting herself mazed. She's likely dead by now. Shadow magic? Yes, yes, yes. He seems uneasy about speaking of her. Ravel dabbled in... No, not dabbled, but excelled in all schools of magic. She knew shadow magics, magics of illusion, and shadow substance. Shadows, residues of dead things. Oh boy. How might I find her? Why would you ask such a thing? Are you mad? He used to be, according to that journal. What could you possibly want with such an evil creature? She knows something about my past. Doubtful. She was mazed many centuries ago. Gone, penned in the dead book she is. And even if she is somewhere, even if she were somewise, somehow, still clutching to life with her black and bloody talons, what would she possibly know about you? He's older than you may think, my dude. If she wasn't the spitting image of cackling evil, that is, and even willing to help you. I just hope she's alive and will help me. By luscious 6 teats on her swollen tummy, what a flickering candle of hope rolled into the howling winds of pandemonium that is. Don't be any more of a fool than you need to be. I must still seek her out, whether she's dead or alive. So if she's dead, and she most likely is, then what's your plan, may I ask? You have everything figured out, do you? Quell is just blowing words out of his pits. Nonsense, nothing. What do you plan to do if she's in the dead book, eh? Well, what do you think I should do? The first brilliant question you've asked. Me? I think you should give up the clueless idea of entering mazes and chatting with night hags to lope back into whatever crypt you crawled out of. Makes far more sense than deflashing the lady's anger it does. Just tell me how to get into a fucking maze. Lunatic, madman, alcove! Have you not listened to a word I've said? She's imprisoned in an interdimensional maze for trying to best the Lady of Pain. That means she's at least 10 times as barmy as you, and at least 100 times more powerful. She's also most likely dead, thrice dead, and if by some happenstance she isn't, she'll make you dead. Look, I understand, but we can't tell him we're immortal, but I understand, but I really need your help. Can you tell me how to reach her or not? Cole goes quiet, chewing on his lip. After a moment, he fishes around in the tunic for a mint. You gonna share that? And then plops it into his mouth. You're serious? You're serious now? Why so serious, so Beator bent, so mule stubborn? He sighs. Well, born clueless, die clueless. Fuck you too, lad.
Updated my journal.
All mazes have portals, this much I know to be true. A way in, a way out. This is how the lady fashions them. I do not know the portal by its location or even its form, but I am told its key is a piece of ravel. A piece of ravel, but if ravel is maze, then how am I Kesai. Please don't tell me we have to kill Kesai. Then you'll have to make do. Find something that has ravel's taint in it, mayhap. That is all I know. Bother me no more about it. If you want to go pestering someone about something like that, go to the brothel of slacking intellectual lusts. One of the ladies there is bound to have met someone or know something, or something that'll help. My thanks for your help, you horrible, horrible sack of candy-eating shit. So honestly, if I was asked and I knew the question, if I knew the answer to the question, I'd just be like, are you sure? Yes. Are you really, really sure? Yes, I'm positive. I need to know this information she has. Alright, fucker, your funeral. So, we gotta talk to Kesai. Kesai, honey, I know you don't like talking about your mom, but we need your help. Oh, there she is. Hi. Kesai-Serris smiles warmly at you as you draw near her, pushing a wavy lock of hair away from her bright crimson eyes. Well, greetings once again. Is there something I can do for you? This is gonna sound awkward, but okay. She looks alarmed. Pardon? The portal key to Ravel's maze is a piece of her, and you are her blood. It's close enough. Kesai gasps. You intend to seek her out? Her surprise quickly changes into an expression of wariness. What would you need of me? Just a little drop or two of your blood, probably? She nods. But do you have some way to carry it? A piece of cloth, like a... Oh, that handkerchief would have been worth something, god damn it.
Updated my journal.
Well, I think we left a few, like, as they were in the brothel, so let's just, like, poke around a little. Nameless, that's not how you do the thing. Not taking that.
Done.
Maybe Miranda has something?
I'm gone.
Everybody please move.
I'm gone.
Okay, fine. Anna, you're close to it, you open it. Nope. Only Jink, which I still would feel really bad about taking.
I'm gone.
You know what, since everybody's gonna be, like, crowding around everywhere, we'll just have everybody wait in this nice little patio area, let Grace catch up with the girls, while I go in search of a hanky.
All right.
Is there one in here? No. Is there one in here? No. Is there one in here? No.
All right. Done.
Nameless. No, the door's right there. Nothing in here.
I'm gone.
Just when you thought this shit was over, huh? Okay, nothing in here.
Done.
Oh, we must have fucked up real bad, huh?
All right.
Hi, Nenny! Okay,
All right.
Let's see. Do you have a handkerchief I could borrow?
All right.
Nope. I'm gonna go bother Juliet then. Let's see. Nothing here. Nope. Oh dear. Did we fuck up? Did we fuck up our one good chance at, like, being prepared ahead of time by leaving the handkerchief in fucking Rubicon? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh good, oh good.
All right.
Let's go back and find Kesai. Wherever the fuck she went. Is she catching up with Grace, maybe? Oh. There's Delora. Let's see. Is she in here? Kesai. Kesai-Serris. Where are you?
I'm gone.
Wait. No, that's just a brothel patron. Excuse me. Let's see. There she is. Hi.
Updated my journal.
Here we go. Kesai takes a handkerchief and gingerly pricks the tip of her finger on one of her fangs. After letting several drops of blood into the cloth, she returns it to you. You're placing yourself in grave danger, you know. Even if the stories of my mother are greatly exaggerated, she's horribly powerful and completely evil. Good luck. Thank you. Because we are probably gonna need it. But at the same time, I don't, like... So we have the key to the portal to Ravel's maze. But here's the thing. We still don't know where the portal is. I think for now, though, I'd like to, like, poke in the lower ward real quick, see if we can't get that weapon we commissioned. See if we, like, left some cool shit behind for ourselves. So let's poke into the lower ward. Wanker City, as Anna calls it.
All right.
Ugh, I can't see dick and sickle at night. No wonder Nameless was like bumping into walls earlier. Let's talk to the friendly guard that we spoke to last time. Hi! Hi? Was it this one? Hello?
All right.
There we go. You see a burly, bored-looking guard. State your business, please. I'm here to pick up an order. Yes, sir. May I see your receipt? Yes. Thank you, sir. The clerk will you seek holds office in the southern bowl of the foundry. Thank you for your patronage. Bitchin'! We in. Okay. Southern east wall of the foundry, yeah? Oh my god, I wish it was daytime. I can't see anything. Actually, no way. I think we actually have to, like...
My lungs feel like a chimney.
What the f... Why were they swinging at shit? Was there, like, a... What? What the f... What are they at... Oh, they must be, like, doing drills or something. Alright, let's go in. Into a place with, like, some decent-ass lighting. Holy shit.
I'm gone.
Let's see.
Done.
So they said... That's a big forge. Wow. These guys are, like, hardcore into blacksmithing. Sealed. That might be it? I'm not sure. Oh, there's a door. At the same time, she has a name, so... Hi. You see a short woman with slight horns in her forehead and ears that curve slightly and chin that curve sharply over the back of her skull. She smells faintly of sulfur, and even over her reek of foundry fire, and even over the reek of the foundry's fires. Greetings. What can I do for you? I'm looking for the pickup by an office. I have an item waiting for me. It's that office with the desk. He should be sitting right behind it. Thank you.
All right.
What office? She just said I was like, what office? And she's just like, that one. And that doesn't help. Seriously, she's just like that one with the desk. Maybe we should talk to one of the guards? Let's see. What's behind these guarded doors? The secret, even from our oh, okay. Can you tell me where to find the clerk's office? Just south of the main foundry, sir. You'll find an office with a desk in it. That's the clerk's office. South of... Is this the main foundry? Or is this the door to the main foundry? Okay, what is behind these guarded doors? Another secret. No, I don't want to... Maybe this one knows. Let's see. Speak to a high-up or try to get in there and try to get through us? No, it's okay. I'm just trying to find the clerk's office, you see. It's like... Oh, wait. Here's a door I didn't see before. Is this the clerk's office? Where's the clerk's office? Just south of the main... Okay. It says south of the main foundry, but, like... Is it in here? Wait, what? I thought I saw, like, a door icon for, like, a split second. Oh! Oh! Here we are. Hello. You see a wizened old man with trembling hands and a cunning face. He looks over you carefully and speaks. Hello, have I seen you before? You seem familiar to me somehow. Do you remember where? Not so fast, lad. It takes a while for the mind to warm up to a task like this. I've lived a long time, and I've seen more faces. In that time, it ain't so easy to remember. Memory's a fleeting thing, and that's something that you can bank on. Before replying, you mutter, "Tell me about it, lad." I'm here to pick up an item? Actually, wait, let's see. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Aww. That one's cute, but, I'm here to pick up an item. You have a receipt? You need a receipt before I can give you anything. Yep, here you go. The old man takes the receipt from you and scrutinizes it carefully. This thing's over 100 years old. How'd you come by it? Hand me down. Passed down through the generations, eh? You're lucky we didn't throw it away. We do sometimes, or sell it off, when we can prove to the customer, and we can prove the customer ain't coming back for his stuff. Well, there you go. Treat it well, you hear? Will do.
Nordum has improved.
Hey! Congratulations, Nordum, but first, what is this? What the shimmering piece of filigree metalwork that you picked up at the Great Foundry. It looks almost gauzy. Sharp edges protrude from it. You have no idea what to do with it right now, but it must be important to you to be left behind for yourself. Boop. An unfolding portal. The shimmering piece of filigree metalwork that you... Let's see. All you need to do is activate it and find the proper key. I probably don't want to activate it right here, or right now probably. I don't know. Anyway, let's level up Nordum. And we are also running a bit low on time. So, next time on Let's Play Planescape Torment, we're gonna go search for a portal to a maze with a deadly night hag in it. I will see you guys then, and take care.